So I saw this post, and boy, I must say, it's crazy because it's really women out here that act like this. Shotty said, a dude liked to hearted her picture on her story. She said, "Oh, thanks, handsome. If it's okay, pay for my dinner if it's not too much to ask." But he said, Shotty, all I did was hearted, none more, none less. She said, broke, just say that bum. How? Oh my God. How you about to try to Jedi mind trick gaslight them motherfucker sending you some money to feed you?
Struggling.
But y'all really down bad that bad, cuz?
Yeah.
Like,
no, they are down that bad because charging for likes is criminal. Charging for likes is criminal.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
then how you gonna call him broke and you the one that's over there hungry? You the one hungry and you gonna get mad because somebody else don't want. That's like the dude that be like trying to borrow some money, but nah, bro, I ain't got it. Damn, bro, you ain't never got it. Like, oh, bro, you ain't never got no money. You ain't got no money. What you talking about? Because I don't want to give you my money. And then if she eat anything like Shawty that had that date with that African dude slid her that $100 bill and dipped on her, the way y'all big back be eat now, y'all eat like a linebacker. Y'all don't even want salads and a little sandwich or nothing no more. Y'all want goddamn 3 entrees, 2 appetizers, and a dessert.
Right.
Then where y'all daddies be? Go ask him. Hey, how you bet? Y'all just be begging, dry begging. How y'all feel so comfortable just begging? Damn. Have some class about some standards. Stand up.
The lack of shame is out of control. What I mean by that, there was a time when you take a woman out and you would know that the goal wasn't for her to eat like she's starving and can't afford groceries. You'd know that, right? But now that's not the case. You know, there was a time when being etiquette was considered the standard. But no, these chicks don't care. They don't care how they look. They'll eat like monsters in front of you. And you just have to do it. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says, spare some change, sir. So she's begging for change. These chicks are struggling with rent. That's the only thing that I can come to conclusion with. They need help paying their bills. This next commenter says, digital panhandling. You know, for her to do that, for her to even have the idea that she could get away with that, because you wonder, like, where did that even come from? How do you sit there and think, I'm going to start charging for likes? That obviously has worked for her in the past. That's all that's telling me. And if you're out here encouraging this behavior, sending women money because you think she's bad and doesn't have to do anything. Didn't do anything for you, but you're there cashing out, paying for likes. That's what you're doing. You're paying for likes. Then I think you're worse off than these chicks, right? You're a bigger part of the problem. Somebody else here added, I'm petty. I would have sent her a picture of my food. Here's somebody else who says, this like will cost you $30. That's funny. Now, here's what wouldn't be funny is if Instagram and all these platforms actually came out with this feature. I can imagine a feature where you have to pay to comment and like. And I can imagine that there are men who go forward and actually subscribe for that type of a situation, which is just sad. The next comment here says, this their logic, bro, in 2024.
Y'all want to know some shit that I've done to men that I will never, ever regret?
What's up?
Years ago, I was dating a guy for like 6 to 8 months, right?
Right.
During those 6 to 8 months, he called me to tell me that he lost his job. I was like, okay. I waited 2 hours. I said, hey, let's meet up for a drink or something to eat or something like that. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. Soon as we get to the spot, I look him dead in the face and I said, hey, it's not going to work out between us. And he was like, what? Are you being serious? And I was like, yes, I am. He was like, why are you breaking up with me? Is it because I don't have a job? And I was like, funny you said that. That's exactly why I'm breaking up with you. And then he goes, wow, you are a gold digger. And I was like, yeah, and you really are a broke. So look at us. And he was like, wow, you really gonna leave me over me not having a job? Like I'm not gonna go get one? And I was like, no. And he tried to make me feel bad that I was breaking up with him because he no longer had a job. And I was like, I do not care. The fact that you even thought that I was going to be your fixer is crazy to me. Is wild to me. The fact that you even wanted to tell me that information without just going out there and getting a job and being like, hey, by the way, I got a new job instead of, hey, I lost my job is crazy to me. So therefore, I want no part in it. I don't. I don't want to know your sad story. I don't want to be Captain Save. No, none of that. None of that. That's something you call and tell your parents. You tell your homeboy. You tell your friend. You don't tell me. I don't care. That's not my problem. All I hear is, hey, I'm going to start being cheap and mean to you. That's what I hear when you say, I ain't got a job. And guess what? I run on the first red flag, baby.
The first red flag, she says. She runs on the first red flag. You know, you have a chick who you notice is playing out evil. The video here is captioned, I don't feel no remorse. You know, you see that, you notice that in a woman. The last thing you do is start going back. And I know it's easier said than done when your feelings are all involved and you think you love her. But yeah, this is obviously ridiculous. First comment here says, the facial tattoo tells me he didn't lose anything. I agree. Somebody else here says, I'm just happy they on here exposing themselves. There's another person who says, well, at least he didn't lose a good woman. At least he didn't lose a good woman. That's funny. Life is unpredictable. You don't know where life will take you, especially in a relationship with someone else. You don't know where things will go. So you need a woman who can help, who is a helpmate. I think one of the things that's really crazy about the whole 50-50 thing and women going after men who have money and strictly only dating men who they believe they can pay all their bills is they lose on so many angles. It's not even funny, right? Because they meet a guy and if he's not where they want him to be, what do? They write him off as, oh, you're broke. But what if that person's building? What if that person's income will increase drastically over time? You don't want to invest in that man. So what happens? He gets to the top and he looks at all the chicks and he's always thinking to himself, what if you met me 5 years ago when I didn't have the nice crib and the car and the investments and the business and all these other things? And you wonder, would you still give me a chance? Now, this is not me saying that women should date bums because people love, they look for any excuse to not listen. What I'm saying is they're not even willing to invest. They're not even willing to invest. How do you know, Chisha? Because you see it. You see it all the time. You see situations where they're trying to go back. Oh, I gave this guy a chance. I used to friend zone, and all I learned from the experiences, these guys just want revenge. And do they want revenge? I'm sure some of them do. But again, that's what you open yourself up to when the only options you see as a woman is men who are at the finish line of success, which is why women like this next chick stand out a lot.
As a married couple, how do you handle the bills in your household?
Right now, it's me making an income in the country, so I'm gonna be the one paying for the bills. But when we were back in Panama, because that's where we're coming from, it was him who was making an income and he was paying for all of the bills at home, and my salary was for us to have savings. So basically we come to an agreement depending on how we are,
in the present moment.
Exactly.
So how do you feel now as a woman being the breadwinner and taking care of your man?
Just the same. I mean, I will support my husband as much as I can, and we are a team. As long as he makes an income, we're still going to be a team. And, I have a role in the household, which I will still keep, which is fostering him and, trying to make him feel as comfortable as he can be as my husband. And I would be still a respectful wife to him.
And it's temporary too.
And it is also temporary.
You hear that? She says not only will she support him as he's making his way back into his career, a better job, she said, I will respect him as the man. When you hear women talk who are married, it doesn't take too long to realize why. It doesn't take too long. It doesn't take too long to realize why certain chicks are always struggling and why certain ones just seem to get it. Just seem to get it.
But you don't feel like you fall into a mother-son dynamic role where you're taking care of him?
No. He's, because it's temporary. Also, we make decisions together, so it's not affecting our household at all.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Not only is she there to assist while he's figuring himself out, because what it sounds like here is she had a job opportunity and they moved, and he probably let go of his situation to let her get that opportunity. But not only is she respecting him, she says, we make decisions together. Are there relationships out there where majority of the time the woman is the breadwinner and they're able to work things out? Yes, they do exist. I like to stay away from too many extremes. They do exist. However, would I suggest that for a man? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't suggest you to get into a relationship with a woman where you have accepted that she's going to be the breadwinner. Now, you may hear that and say, oh, that's toxic. That's a toxic trait. Is it? I mean, no one thinks it's crazy for chicks to say, don't get with the man who isn't rich. But what the man says, I would rather be working towards improving myself within that relationship and not have a woman who makes more money than me. She's right and celebrated you're toxic and masculine. And, sometimes it's not even about you making outrageously more money than her, even if it's just you working harder than the chick you're with. Because a lot of the times you start to realize if you're in that type of a dynamic, for a lot of these chicks, they don't typically respect the men that they're with. Now, I'm not here talking about you paying all the bills. No. I'm just talking about you working harder than her. You having a plan. That's the most ideal dynamic, in my opinion. There are plenty of studies out here that talk about how when women make more money, they're more likely to leave their partners, who perpetuates divorce or types of stuff. Let's check out some comments to this final video here. Let's see what we have. This female commenter says, God bless the wives who never look down on their husbands in times of brokenness. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. Life is too long to assume that it's just going to keep playing out and going the way it is, it has been. Anything can happen, right? At any time. And so you need somebody who lives in that reality and understanding so that you can both assist each other. Here's somebody else who says, may this type of love never locate me. Trust me, it never will. Right? Because ma'am, you be by yourself. Patty. So this type of a chick right here, she doesn't understand that the type of motivation a man gets to actually fulfill all these check boxes that women pray for is incredible when he realizes that she's here and she's actually here on my side, willing to help when I need it. Somebody else here says she finds value in her man. Final comment here says the kind of woman every man needs. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? FathersHaveRights.com for legal information for men to protect themselves who are engaged or soon to be married, and also join Brew Brothers for fathers and men who value the nuclear family in this modern day. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.